Several teenagers stared ahead in shock, for they had never seen an animal since birth. This is Earth a century later. Nature has returned to its original state. But the nuclear radiation left behind by humans caused many animals to mutate. In 2052, humanity erupted into nuclear war, leading to the destruction of the entire planet. The surviving humans could only enter a space station called the Ark to live. Yet a century later, Ark leadership decided to send teenagers to Earth to investigate whether radiation persisted and if the planet was habitable. Soon, the spacecraft detached from the Ark and headed toward Earth. Rossi awoke from unconsciousness, a stinging sensation at his wrist. It was a data monitoring bracelet. Wearing it allowed headquarters to track their vital signs. Then, a video appeared on the wall screen. It was the Ark's supreme leader. He addressed everyone aboard. "You carry the hopes of all humanity. None of us knows what awaits you below. Perhaps radiation lingers, making it uninhabitable. Your drop zone is Mount Vader, a former military base. Preserved canned rations will sustain you for 2 years." Yet Ark Command discovered the spacecraft had veered off course. All established communications failed. Ark had lost contact with them. The only thing visible was their vital signs. Fortunately, the spacecraft landed smoothly. Rossi quickly unbuckled her seatbelt. When they opened the hatch, intense light assaulted their eyes. As their vision gradually adjusted, they were overcome with shock and excitement, for they had never witnessed such a scene. Lena was the first to step onto the soft earth. This was humanity's turning point. Green trees, warm sunlight, everything was breathtakingly beautiful. They ran excitedly through the jungle. This was true freedom. Yet Rossi hadn't forgotten their mission. She pulled out the map for comparison and realized the ship had veered off course. Mount Wide lay opposite. Meanwhile, the Ark's leadership grew increasingly anxious. They detected the disappearance of 2 children's life signs. They suspected excessive radiation on Earth, yet they wouldn't know. One hadn't fastened their seatbelt, and the other had simply removed their wristband. Rossi set out for Mount Vader to gather supplies, so they assembled a team. Lena completely ignored her brother's advice and immediately volunteered to join, and so they set off for Mount Vader. The flowers and plants along the way piqued their curiosity. The Ark had taught them plant identification, but touching them was a novel experience. Rossi grew puzzled. Plants were abundant, yet no animals were seen. Had radiation killed them all? After walking further, Rossi signaled the others. A deer appeared ahead.
No animals, huh?
Ron approached cautiously, but accidentally cracked a branch. The group froze in shock. The fawn seemed mutated by radiation. They quickened their pace toward Mount Wade, but as they walked, Ron suddenly stopped. Following his gaze, they saw Lena pulling down her pants.
What the hell are you doing?
Ignoring Rossi's shout, Lena jumped straight in. As they approached, delighted smiles spread across their faces. Yet just as Lena swam in the water, Ron's expression turned grim. An unidentified creature swam toward them.
Get out of the water!